All right, good day, everyone. This is from me, the lead consultant, MAXIM-CONCEPTS Consulting Practice. And what are we into? We are into advisory and training as it relates to law, as it relates to auditing and accounting, as it relates to risk management, and as it relates governance. And so I continue my short talk on governance across board. And today we'll be looking at the UK Combined Code, which has now been renamed as UK Corporate Governance Code in 2024. Is now UK Corporate Governance Code. And so in the same vein, you know that I stated during the last time out that there's no way you talk about corporate governance across board that you won't talk about Sarbanes-Oxley Act. There's also no way that you talk about, sound corporate governance without talking about the UK Corporate Governance Code. And so I'll also talk to us about the key aspect of this UK Corporate Governance Code. So the first one I'll talk about is the board leadership and company's purpose. So the board leadership talks about those that oversee the organization, those that are charged with governance in the organization. These are directors of industry, the experts in their fields and everything. So most time the board leadership, they are even directors from other organizations. And what do they bring into the table? They bring their wealth of experience, their expertise in their various fields. So this is board, this is most of the time they constitute the board member, the board leadership in an organization. And the company's purpose, talking about the vision of the organization, the vision statement of the organization, the core value of the organization, and the statement, the value statement of the organization. Another aspect is the aspect of the division of responsibility. And this is talking about the fact that we have the same way we have the board of directors, is also the same way we have the CEO. The CEOs are their active members of the organization. They have their own responsibility, and also the board member have their own responsibility. And as far as that code is concerned, it's talking about the fact that there should be clear division between the responsibility of these two parties, the board's responsibility and the CEO's responsibilities, and both are to understand and to be up and doing as far as their responsibilities is concerned. Like I said earlier on, the CEO has the responsibility, is part of the management of the organization. The responsibility has to do with overseeing the operation of the organization, while the board, they see to the overall oversight of the organization. The CEO sees to the the management of the organization, the operation, the management of the organization, while the board, the oversight of the whole organization. And then another aspect is the composition of the board, the succession plan, and the evaluation. The composition is now talking about yes, we will have executive directors, we will have non-executive directors, but one of the things that the code as well stressed is the fact that there should be a sufficient number of the non-executive directors, also with the ED. As far as the composition of the board is concerned, there should be sufficient NED alongside with the EDs. And the other part is also the succession plan, that this should be in place, because those that are the board members that are currently there will not be there forever. So there should be a plan in place to also train some other key members of the organization, senior members of the organization, that will be promoted to that level. And there should be a selection criteria which should be fair. It should not be lopsided. It should be fair, and it should be strictly followed. And also the evaluation is talking about the fact that for the members of the board, for the members of the board, there should be an evaluation exercise that should be carried out from time to time to check that, okay, do they still have the required knowledge to retain them? Because if for one reason or the other they are not up to date as far as their knowledge, the expertise required as far as the organization is concerned, there's no point keeping them. So this evaluation had to take place from time to time as an assessment whether they are fit to continue as a member of the board in the organization. And we also have the various committees, which I will talk about in details in the